My name is Andrew Taylor, and I am a husband and a father of 2 boys, and I have brain cancer. So that was in 2011. I was in the emergency room with my brother, and I was told that I had a brain tumor, but the emergency room doctor didn't really want to give me much more information than that because he didn't have expertise in that area. So I didn't really know what was going on, and it didn't seem real. It was almost as though it was a dream. Like it wasn't real, and it wasn't happening to me. It was somebody else. It just didn't seem believable because I think I was in shock, and it takes a while to. In fact, I think it took over a week before it actually sunk in. And when it did sink in, it was very difficult to process. To me, strength means just being able to get through the day with a positive attitude and to find happiness. I'm lucky that I've got a really good support system. I've got a very supportive family. I was very open with my wife, so she, in a sense, was my therapist. I had no choice but to be strong. Because, I've got people who rely on me. I've got my wife, I've got my kids. And at the time, I had 2 boys that were pretty young, ages 4 and 8. So I had to be strong for them. I didn't even have a choice. I just had to be strong for them. Everyone finds strength in different ways. And this whole initiative, this Tough SOB initiative, isn't really about how you go about finding strength. It's just about finding strength. Whatever helps you cope, whatever gets you through the day, do it. She is the toughest SOB that I know because, and this might sound crazy, but I believe that my cancer diagnosis and the treatment that I've gone through, all the hard times that I've experienced, I think it's been harder on her than it has been on me. And she shoulders it with real strength, and I probably wouldn't have been able to get through it without her. I would have had to, but it would have been a lot difficult. I've spoken with other cancer patients who've told me the same thing that I felt, and that is that when you have cancer, you're more concerned about your family and your friends than you are about yourself. You want to protect them. So I felt the same way. That was one of the ways that motivated me to stay strong. The history of the logo was that a friend of mine, when I was diagnosed, he gave me a toque that he had embroidered with Tough SOB on it. His goal for doing that, what he wanted to achieve, was to boost me up and help me remember that I'm a Tough SOB. And I never really liked wearing the hat because I didn't particularly want to announce to the world that I was a Tough SOB. And that's not what his purpose was in giving it to me. So then I came up with the idea of flipping it flipping it backwards so that when I looked in the mirror, I was reminded that I was a Tough SOB. So it's a motivator. It's there to empower me when I look in the mirror. And looking in the mirror for cancer patients can be very difficult because when you look in the mirror, quite often you don't recognize who's looking back at you because physically it takes its toll on you as well as emotionally. But physically, you're looking in the mirror and you can see, you've lost weight, you've lost hair, you look different. So I think that you can be particularly sensitive looking in the mirror. So when you look in the mirror and you see Tough SOB looking back at you, the logo, it serves as a powerful reminder that you can do it. You're strong. Tough SOB epitomizes the message that I want people who are affected by cancer to know, and that is you're stronger than you think, and as bad as things get, you can still face it, and you can face it with strength and courage and dignity. I'd like to think I see a tough SOB on some days. On some days I don't, but for the most part, I see someone who's strong.